I've managed to get my partner Neil onto this video because we wanted to share something with all the creative people out there to watch out for. And even though it's a very serious thing, and if anybody has been scammed by a Mr. Potter, I do apologise. But luckily we picked it up very early. So I received this email from a Mr. Potter, and this came at a time where I'd got a lady in Australia, a beautiful lady who wants to buy one of my pieces of artwork, who is genuine. But it took me a while to get back to her, and I felt incredibly guilty. And then I was prompted by an email from a gentleman who said, hey, my name is Mr. Potter from SC. I observed my wife viewing your website on my laptop. Guess she likes your pieces of work. I'm also impressed and amazed to see your various work too. You are doing a great job. I would like to receive further information about your piece of work and what inspires you. I'm very interested in purchasing a piece, in brackets, subject to feel, but there was no subject to feel, to surprise my wife. Kindly confirm the availability for immediate sale. Best regards, Potter. To which I thought, ooh, potentially 2 sales in one day. So I text my Neil, as I always do, and said, hey, do you think this is the husband's of the wife who wants the peacock? Yeah, because I don't want to give her the price if he's going to buy it to her. And he said, as usual, leave it with me and I'll look into it. So I did respond to Mr. Potter, more or less saying, delayed for response. I did actually this take some time to explain me as an artist, so I'm not going to read that all about you. And I've just said which piece are you looking for, because unfortunately this email is not connected to my Facebook or YouTube, so let me know specifics. Anyway, enter my Neil.
So Sharon was curious whether the Magic Mr. Potter was related to the lovely lady over in Australia who genuinely wanted to buy a piece of artwork. I'm a computer programmer by trade, so I tend to get curious about these sort of things. So had a look at the email, started checking the details behind it that it doesn't normally display, and things just didn't quite add up. So he had, for instance, one email address he was sending as, so it looked like it came from Dennis Potter 101, but if you replied it went back to a Dennis Potter 202 or Potter Dennis 202, which is very unusual. So started looking more into it and stumbled across what was probably a fraud, or certainly a scam. And so I contacted Sharon and said, okay, leave him alone, it's a scam artist.
And you saw this on the website, didn't you? Yeah,
there's a website out there, and he's actually used this very same email address, which is pretty stupid, but he's used this very same email address before to try to scam other artists out there, which is a very nasty thing to do, obviously. But the reason they go for artists is that artists are very keen to sell their work. They've got personal buy-in to it, and they get very excited when somebody wants to purchase something, quite rightly so. You put your heart and soul into it, someone's shown interest. So this is what these guys prey on. So I said to Sharon, okay, don't respond, because the next thing he'll do is ask for a piece of artwork within a set price range. But I didn't get back in time, so she'd already sent that reply she'd already sent. Anyway, sure enough, he came back the very next morning. Hello Sharon, thanks for the message. However, I would greatly appreciate if you could possibly recommend a few completed original piece, his English is a bit bad, within my budget, $1,500 to $4,000, ready for immediate sale, ...
That gave
Sounds
it,
good, but
that gave it away to me, because if he'd looked at my website, we'd have known that currently I don't have any pieces of work that are within that price range.
No, but there's a reason that they aim high, and we'll get to that. But just need something within that price range for a surprise to my wife. Can tell she likes your work. I would appreciate it if you can figure out a piece of work that would serve that purpose. Kindly email images and prices of any available works in that range. Thanks and blessing, Potter.
So this is where Neil brought out his cheeky side.
So I said to Sharon, okay, can I respond from now? And she said, yeah, go for it. So I said, hello Potter, I'm very excited about this. Please find 2 images attached and let me know if it is one of these that your wife was looking at purchasing. I'm very attached to them as they have been very popular, but I would be willing to sell them for $4,500 each. I'm sure they are worth more, but I know you're on a budget, and I'll just show you the images that I sent him. So, the first one is quite a well-known piece. Some of you may recognise it, the Mona Lisa. The second one is one of my personal favourites, Constable. So, pretty good bargain for $4,500. And sure enough...
And the world should know that that is not my artwork.
Yes. Yeah, we were certainly not claiming it was ours, that's for sure. So, let's get back to where we left the lovely Mr. Potter. Bear with me.
Oh.
Cut this bit out.
The threads of the email have just gone all over. I'll do jazz hands while we're waiting.
Here we go. Okay. Okay, and we're back in. So, sure enough, he got back. Hello, Sharon. Thanks for the message. I must tell you I intend to give my wife a surprise with the immediate purchase of the piece. Also, if you'd like to know, I'm relocating to the Philippines soon and our wedding anniversary is fast approaching. So I'm trying to gather some good stuff, and to make this event a surprise one, I am buying paint one.
Mona Lisa?
Strangely, he didn't recognise that. It's just paint one, the name of the file that I gave him. Of $4,500 as a gift to her. I'm okay with the price. I think it's worth it anyway. So I'll be sending a cheque. As regarding shipping, you don't have to worry about that. In order to not leave any clue to my wife for the surprise, as soon as you receive the cash and cash the cheque, my shipping agent, who is also moving my personal effect, singular, he's only got one effect by the sounds of it, will contact you to arrange pickup. I would have come to purchase the piece myself, but at the moment I am on a voyage in the North Atlantic Ocean. I'm an ocean engineer, with new hires who are fresh from graduate school and won't be back for another couple of weeks. Regards, Potter. P.S. In the meantime, kindly get back to me with your full name. Who you want the cheque payable to. Sorry if I keep stuttering, the English is very bad. Cell phone number and contact address. Preferably for UPS, FedEx, not PO Box, where a cheque can be mailed to, so I can get the cheque prepared and have it emailed out to you right away. Now, bearing in mind, this guy supposedly is in the middle of the North Atlantic. He's got fantastic satellite reception because he's got email constantly by the looks of it.
And he's wanting your details.
Yeah, and he can send a cheque apparently, which is pretty clever from the middle of the ocean. But anyway, so we got back to him again. Hello, Potter. I'm sorry for the delay. I was waiting to hear back from my brother regarding where he is. This is rubbish, by the way. I just typed this. You won't believe the coincidence, but he works on a supply ship in the North Atlantic Ocean, specialising in restocking all the expedition vessels. As you all know, all expedition vessels require weekly resupplies. I've no idea if they do or not. And he works on the ship that actually does that. Unbelievable. I was so excited when I found out. What a small world. What vessel are you on? And I'll see when he is due to supply you, and he can collect the cheque personally. That would be better and faster for both of us. Regards, Sharon. So, didn't think I'd get a reply, but he's still going along. Hi Sharon, hope you are good. I would like to inform you that my wife handles the family credit card and bank issues. In order not to leave her a clue to her surprise, I can only instruct my associate financial to issue a mail a paycheck to you via courier services. So let me know if we can further with this transaction because our anniversary is coming soon. Regards, Potter. So what I did was, first of all I sent him an email because I thought we'll leave it there. So I said, hello Potter, that's such a shame as you'll most likely meet my brother in the next week or so. may I ask where your associate financial resides? Because strangely, I was going to have a Sharon get another relative right where they reside. But then I decided on something else. I thought we've probably strung him along enough now. He's hidden his IP address, which is the unique address where you can work out where he is, country or even down to a house. So what I did this morning is I've set up a website that only he has the URL for, and I've sent him an email. Basically, if he clicks on this link in this email, it's going to send him to the FBI scam page. Basically, these are the scams the FBI are currently looking at. But more importantly, it will give me his actual IP address from his computer. Because at the moment, he's hiding behind Gmail. So you can't get his IP address. This way, it will come from his own browser. We'll get his IP address, so we should at least be able to identify the country he's from.
So just to clarify, what he does is he preys on the emotions, and he's looking to get you to send an actual piece of your artwork. Once your artwork has shipped to him and you've paid for the cost of the shipping, he cancels the check when it's on its way to you, so he gains money from you for shipping and he gains your piece of art. I believe that's the scam that goes on, is it?
That's one way they do it. Another way is they'll send you a check, but they will send a check for a couple of $100 more. So we're asking $4,500. He was probably going to send $4,700. You'd pay that in, and then he would say, "I'm sorry, Sharon, I've overpaid you. Could you send me back the $200? Now, these checks, because they're international checks, can take several weeks, up to 3 weeks he's got to cancel that check. So as soon as you send his $200 back, he'll cancel your check. So you'll end up with bank fees for paying the check in the first place, and also cancellation fees, no doubt. But more importantly, you lose that $200, and he may collect the artwork, we don't know. He may come along and actually pick it up, but my personal feeling is he won't bother picking it up. He'll just be after that $200 or whatever the overpayment is.
He's been successful on quite a few people. There is a lot of information out of him on the website of the people, unfortunately, that have lost money or pieces of art. What other names does he go under?
So, exactly the same scam. I've had a quick look online today. Now, interestingly, they're all Gmail, and they've all got a name, then a number at gmail.com. So, I'll just read a couple of them out. Potter Dennis, he's the one that contacted Sharon. PotterDennis101 at gmail.com. So, name 101 at gmail.com. Another name, Zane Young, zyoung331 at gmail.com. There's a Thomas Wayne, which is Thomas Wayne 50,000 at gmail.com. A Scott Wilfrey 123 at gmail.com. Ruth Bradley, which is Rutbra101 at gmail.com. Sean.Pringles 153 at gmail, and a Philip Rice, which is Philip Rice 006 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
These are all ones that people have reported previously, having tried to basically do exactly the same scam to them. These are all artists that have been conned.
So we wanted to give this to stop anybody else going through the pain, but also we're vigilant and all share the word, spread the word, have a look on the internet so you can see that this is all genuine and valid what we're telling you. We're just giving you factual information and what we've experienced. So help protect other artists out there, and let's stop these people preying on people's emotions and taking money, and we just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, hopefully if anyone contacts you, you'll be prepared now, thinking, seen that before.
Yeah.
Feel free to contact us if you want to check it's exactly the same. Probably will be, but yeah, you can contact us. I will, or Sharon will update you if Potter Dennis does actually click on that link and we find out what country he's from. I'll tell you that anyway.
Yeah, but other than that, just protect yourself, be safe, have fun, and don't let people like that ruin your creativeness. So keep sharing the amazing art with each other. Bye!
See ya!